Hey everybody, it's GGB co-host Puppers. We're going to be talking about the Eagles and the Steelers game that happened Thursday, or Friday. No, it was Friday. No, Thursday. Thursday. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I messed up this. I was planning on doing this a little bit earlier, but life got in the way. But let's do the winners. Let's start out with the winners. Let's just get straight into this thing. The number one winner of the night, in my opinion, it's got to be Dwayne Haskins. It has to be Dwayne Haskins. He came out there, went 16 and 22, 161 yards, one touchdown, 7.3 average, 7.3 yards per carry. I mean, average is 7.3 yards per attempt. But I mean, this is the Dwayne Haskins the Steelers were hoping you would get, and he looked really good tonight. He really did. Looked really solid. He didn't make any throws that's gonna wow you. I'm still really interested to see, because he missed a couple of wide open plays, but if he can play like that, I think he could become a starter again in the NFL. I really do legitimately believe that. I still have character concerns about that man, but we're going to be talking about the biggest winners of the night. Haskins has to be the number one winner of the night. He played a phenomenal game, and I got to give props to him. Number two winner of the night, I got to put Anthony McFarland. Because right now, Anthony McFarland is making a serious case to be the number two running back in Pittsburgh. He really is, to be their third down back. That's what he's making the case for. He's doing a great job. 9 carries for 34 yards. Average 3.8 yards per carry. He had 1 touchdown. Not to mention, he only had one. I thought he had more catches, but it seemed like he had more catches. But he only had 1 catch for 7 yards. But honestly, he looked really good. I really do think he looked like a solid running back. I think he looks like a solid number 2 option. There's a reason why he was in my top 10. And running backs, if you want to go back and watch that video, he was in my top 10 running backs in the 2020 draft class. I'm pretty sure 2020 draft class. He was in my top 10 of those running backs, and I think he's proving me somewhat right. I think he's going to make a decent-sized impact on this team. My other winner, I have 2 more running back winners. Jaylen Samuels. Jaylen Samuels, I got to be honest, I'm not the biggest Jaylen Samuels fan. I don't think he is their best running back. I don't even know if he's top 4. But he had a good night. He really did, and plus, like the other 2 running backs who I think are pretty good, and Benny Snell and Kalen Ballage not getting any playing time because of their injuries. That's just a win for Jaylen Samuels, because and then Najee Harris isn't going to get much time. So basically, it's just him and McFarland, and they both looked really good tonight. Not going to lie, they both looked really solid, and they both look really promising. Now, going on to Philadelphia, I understand this is a guy that didn't get many snaps, and I do think is going to be... But I honestly love Kenneth Gainwell. I don't know if anyone else loves him as much as I do. I'm super high on Kenneth Gainwell. I cannot believe he slipped to the 5th round, I want to say. Kenneth Gainwell, again, didn't wow you with his numbers. Only 2 carries, 14 yards, and 2 catches, 16 yards. But still, in my opinion, he looked really good, and he looked solid when he got the snaps that I think he's going. I think he's going to be a great player for this team. I think eventually he's going to be the number 2 running back on this team behind Miles Sanders. Watch out for Kenneth Gainwell to make a huge impact on this team. I think he looked really good in his first preseason game. Now, I got to go one player on Philadelphia's receiving game, and I think I got to do one more on the defense for the wins, but it's got to be Quez Watkins. I understand only 1 catch, but, he lit up. Everyone's talking about Quez Watkins now. He's the fastest-looking slow runner I've ever seen. He looked like he was going nowhere fast at all, but he was absolutely speeding down that sideline. Only 1 catch for 79 yards. But that ended up being a touchdown. He is starting to look like... If we're going to list receivers in Philly, we got Devonta Smith, obviously going to be the number 1 receiver. We know that Jalen Reagor is going to still be used in this offense. They spent a first-round pick on him. But outside of that, it's really there's a serious argument to be made for literally anyone else behind him. I am a huge Travis Fulgham fan. I think he should get many snaps. And depth chart wise, I think Greg Ward is listed ahead of Quez Watkins, and John Hightower has a chance. Right now, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is fighting for his roster spot, considering he spent a 2nd round pick on him. That's not ideal. But I'm just saying, Quez Watkins could be a player to watch out for next year to make some big-time plays for this Philadelphia Eagles team. He is an extremely fast player. And then, I mean, I just have to mention this guy in Sean Bradley, 6th-round pick from the 2020 draft class. He was single-handedly keeping Philadelphia in the game for a while. He was making big-time tackle after big-time tackle. He ended up racking up 7 total tackles, 3 solo tackles, and 1 tackle for a loss. He looked really good. He really did. And it's going to be tough to break into this linebacker crew because, let's be honest, they kind of love Alex Singleton, and they really do love TJ Edwards. But outside of that, there's room to break in. Now, they switched Patrick Johnson, who I believe is a 7th-round rookie, out of Tulane, which is interesting to me. They switched him to linebacker. So we'll see how that kind of situation works out. They also switched Jacoby Stevens, who I believe was originally drafted out of LSU as a safety, to linebacker as well. So also have to see how that experiment works out. But let's be honest, I don't think any Eagles fan is sold on Jannard Avery at all, and I don't think any Eagles fan is really sold on Eric Wilson. But from what I saw of Sean Bradley, he can definitely make the 6 linebackers they keep. So I love Sean Wilson, and I think Sean Bradley, I don't know why I combined Eric Wilson and Sean Bradley, but I think he is going to be a very solid player for this team. Now, losers of the night, I'm just going to have to go with people who didn't play. And the people who didn't play, the people who couldn't make an impact, the losers have to be the 2 running backs that couldn't see any playing time, and Benny Snell and Kalen Ballage. Right now, Benny Snell is seeing his future with the Pittsburgh Steelers evaporate before his very eyes because he can't make an impact because of his injury. Also, Kalen Ballage was fighting for his roster spot to begin with, so the fact is he needed to be on that field, and he couldn't get onto it. He just wasn't able to get on the field. And right now, Kalen Ballage is trying to beat out Jalen Samuels and Benny Snell and Anthony McFarland for that spot. Right now, I believe Anthony McFarland's a lock. Jalen Samuels is starting to look a little bit more like a lock every day, too. So, you have to be healthy if you're Jalen Ballage. You don't have enough film to just ride on your coattails and make a team. You have to fight really hard, and right now he can't fight really hard because he's hurt. The other player I had losing today, it's Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins was not good, and right now he's trying to make an argument that they should keep a 3rd quarterback. Because right now you have Jalen Hurts and you have Joe Flacco. I don't know if you need a 3rd quarterback. And Nick Mullins has looked good. He really has looked good at certain times with the San Francisco 49ers. But last night, he's trying to make a point to the Eagles that you need to keep him as a 3rd-string quarterback. Right now, he's not making that point. He went 1 for 5 for 4 yards. He threw 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and he got sacked once. So, not great. That's just not good for Mullins. Mullins needs to be better. Obviously, I feel like most Eagles fans would agree with that sentiment. Those are the winners and losers, in my opinion, for the Eagles-Steelers game. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know any of your ideas for winners and losers. Let me know if any video ideas you guys can think of. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. But hey, everybody, this is GGB Culpepper saying adios, amigos.